Loser Donald Trump is worried that fellow loser Kari Lake could ruin his chances of winning Arizona. According to the Washington Post, citing direct knowledge of Trump's comments, the former president is concerned that Kari Lake has been spending too much time hanging out at Mar-A-Lago, hobnobbing with the MAGA people, I guess trying to elevate herself, and not enough time trying to, to win an election. Kind of funny that he's making that accusation, but whatever, okay. At one point last year, after grumbling for months that she was at his Mar-A-Lago club too often, Trump gently suggested to Lake that she should leave the club and hit the campaign trail in Arizona. Like, seriously, Kari, don't you have any place to go? Don't you have something else to do? Can you just leave for a little while and get off my ass? Please stop riding the coattails just for a minute. Maybe you could go and not be a complete loser and not make me look bad. I mean, worse than I already do, but still. Trump has also asked others if she could really win in Arizona and if she might drag down his own poll numbers as he seeks the presidency again in 2024, advisors said. Oh, I love it. Could she really win? I mean, she's already a loser. I mean, she already lost. Okay, well, you lost in 2020, so I mean, again, you've got one loser pointing the finger at another loser. I love it. It's a lose-off. But it gets better. Now, it turns out the real reason here is because of Kari's constant presence kind of caused some friction with Melania. Okay, her always hanging around and having dinners with Donald and all that stuff, just constantly there she was there more than Melania was there. And Melania no like that. Speaking with hosts of the Daily Beast New Abnormal, Zacchaeus Petrizzo had pointed to an article in People magazine that made the claim that Lake had been at Mar-a-Lago with Trump more than his wife, and that is putting him in an awkward position with Melania. You don't say. You don't say.
Really?
Okay. According to Petrizzo, People magazine headline, Kari Lake appears at Mar-a-Lago more than Melania Trump and practically lives in a suite, ticks off Trump. Gee, once again, I wonder why. Does that have anything to do with, the allegations of
Sexual anarchy
that Trump has been involved with? In fact, Melania might be just a little bit jealous, just a tad, for good reason. Perhaps. These types of headlines, Patrizio writes, Trump, of course, has printed out printed out story after story. He runs through a stack of papers or whatever have you. Typically, many of these types of stories will go into the waste bin. But stories about Melania Trump, really get kind of scrutinized because he has to see her. They meet for dinner or what have you, and Melania and her people are very cognizant of headlines. And of course, this didn't really sit well. I love that the context here is interesting. Like, yes, it's an older story, an older article, but you bring it up now, talk about it now, as the guy is literally in trial for paying off two women to keep quiet about alleged affairs they had with him, while he's with Melania. So to talk about this and the urging to get Kari Lake out the door, I don't know. Seems like there's a connection here. But if that's not funny enough, Trump also thinks that, privately thinks that Lake's 2022 election fraud claims are bogus, according to the report. Trump had told a political ally at Mar-a-Lago dinner earlier this year, according to the Post, quote, "She didn't win. Did she win? She didn't win. She didn't win the election. She lost. She's a loser." I love it. Again, this is a guy who's like, I won the election. I won 2020. The crooked Joe Biden stole it from me. I'm the real winner. But she's a loser. She actually lost. But I didn't lose. I'm a winner. Come on. And the whole thing, once again, it's a lose-off. Loser versus loser. This is a Spider-Man meme. They're just pointing the finger at each other. Saying, you're a loser, you're a loser. Except that she hasn't, but to be fair. But he's definitely pointing the finger at her. Now, One more thing that might have contributed to this, push out of Mar-A-Lago is the fact that Kari Lake has been known to record people and then have her, staffers leak that recording. The Post reporters described Trump's reaction to an incident where she had recorded somebody attempting to bribe her to stay out of the race as, quote, more surprised than angry when he had learned about it. Quote, "She tapes everything?" Trump reportedly asked. "That's good to know." Yes, that's very good to know. It's good to know where the knife might be coming from, and then to prepare for it accordingly. That said, in a statement to the Post, Trump did not address any of the specific claims in the report, but said, "Kari Lake is a smart and fearless leader who will win in Arizona and help us flip the Senate to Republican control. Kari's opponent, Ruben Gallego, is an open borders radical who is bad on inflation and soft on terrorists and crime." Okay, that makes me wonder, what does Kari Lake have on tape in regards to Trump? I mean, they spent a lot of time together at Mar-A-Lago, and now he's like, "Kari, don't you have something else to do? Go, 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 go." I mean, she's very, very strong, and she better win, but go, 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 go. Don't make me look bad. Look, they did spend a lot of time together, as I mentioned. Trump is not well known for being faithful. I'm not saying anything. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a tape in Kari Lake's possession.